super excited. As soon as we turn the mic off of mute there, we can get going. Hey kids, let me try that again. Hey kids, happy Friday night. We're super excited to be here. Happy Friday evening. It is Friday Night Magic, man. Happy Friday, happy weekend. It's an exciting time, right? So Magic the Gathering, of course, Friday Night Magic. It's time to go. Let's go Friday Night Magic. Before I get going, just a couple of housekeeping. Well, just really one big piece of housekeeping before we get started in this. The awesome music that you're going to hear in the background this evening is brought to you by GameChops. GameChops brings you all kind of amazing music, game theme based music for it's safe to run in your live streams and your VODs and all that kind of good stuff, and also free to listen to. Amazing music. So be sure you go check out GameChops and all the amazing music that they provide over at GameChops.com, over at their social medias, Instagram, Twitter, everywhere. Just look them up. They're all over the place, and they're a fantastic outfit, and we certainly appreciate them providing all this cool music to use in our streams and things like that. All that aside, there is some crazy stuff going on Magic the Gathering right now, man, and I'm super excited to get diving in and hang out with everyone this evening playing some Magic the Gathering. I'm still in love with Magic the Gathering. I had a hard time getting started in it, had a hard time falling in love with it, but I'm finally there, and I'm super excited to have done that. So I've got some challenges to do. We've got our win challenges going on. We got a new reward going on with our color challenges. Got this mixed up sealed event going on that I played some of last night, and it's super fun. All the characters inside of Magic the Gathering have these googly eyes going on. So it's really cool, man. So there's a lot of neat stuff happening right now. So before I get started too far into anything, let's just play a quick little warm-up match. With some standard play with my favorite deck, the Dungeons and Dragons Mono Red. I'm absolutely in love with this deck. And there's a new Dungeons & Dragons expansion pack coming out, apparently. Baldur's Gate? Battle at Baldur's Gate? I believe the name of it is, coming out this summer. So really excited that that's upcoming. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's change over to the D&D Red. This is physical cards that I own. Kind of a challenge that I'm doing to myself is trying to play. I want to learn how to play Magic the Gathering in real life, right? So I've been challenging myself to play only cards. Shoot. Almost forgot. We've also got this to open tonight, kids. So we're going to have a physical pack to open as well here in just a little while. I almost forgot I had that. I've been waiting to open this all week. I've had it since the weekend. So I can't forget about that. So we're going to roll that in a little bit later. But this is a physical deck that I own. Been trying to play as much as I can with physical decks that I own. And I'm going to tell you about these two here in just a minute. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get playing with our D&D Red. This has got some cool elements inside of it. Lots of dungeon crawling inside of there. Lots of dice rolling, D20 rolling inside this deck. So a lot of cool stuff going on with it. And look at the googly eyes. I love it. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's an April Fool's thing. I don't know what's going on with these googly eyes, man. But I'm digging it. I'm digging it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started with those 7. Got to greet our opponent, as always. Hello, Gigahex. Happy Friday. I wish I could tell him Happy Friday. Let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and put out our 1-1 here with some haste. Right. And let's see how we do off the hip here. All right. So I hope everyone has had a fantastic Friday, or week, rather. Of course you're going to have a fantastic Friday. Who has a bad Friday, right? Don't want to spare a dagger there. So for those of you who may not have been keeping up with the channel, I've played my first few hands here on Magic the Gathering several months ago here live on Twitch, and I had a really hard time getting started off in it. And I don't know what my hang-up was. I couldn't wrap my head around the cards. I couldn't wrap my head around the mechanics. But I think I finally got it. It took buying this physical deck right here to really understand what I was doing in Magic the Gathering. and then after that, I've had a really good time with it. So let's go ahead and start. And you know what? Well, let's go ahead and attack there. I don't imagine they're going to block and lose that card, but they may. But if they do, it takes them out. There we go. All right, and it's got menace to it, so I'll just sacrifice my goblins here if they decide to attack here, which they probably. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if they decide to attack or not. But I don't mind sacrificing those goblins if it happens to come about. Yeah, so it took buying this physical pack to really start to understand, for me to wrap my head around Magic the Gathering, and ever since I have, I've really taken off with starting to really like it and really fall in love with it and understand why it's one of the de facto card games around. So there's no doubt about it. Those cats know what they're doing, and because I've fallen in love, especially with the D&D piece of it. Let's see, what do we got here? You know what? Let's go all in. They'll probably block with this guy, but that's fine. Yep, had a feeling they would. Right on. Hey. But yeah, so the battle at Baldur's Gate coming out this summer, according to the good folks over at Wizards of the Coast, coming around the corner. So I'm really excited to see what they're going to bring on that. I hope I find a deck there that I like as much as my red. Well, I also have a D&D Swamp black deck. That I enjoy playing too. I just don't own all those physical cards. That's the only reason why I want to stay with it. And I mentioned at the beginning that I really want to learn how to play Magic the Gathering in real life. I've had such a good time playing it here in Arena. I really want to learn how to play it here in real life. Let's see, we'll just leave you there. And you know what? Let's go all in again. Let's see what they do if we go all in again. Oh, they're thinking about something. I think they have something to deal with something I have on the board here. But let's see what they got. And here comes some of our D20s. Right on. No, we don't want to sacrifice our dagger. Sure, you're gonna block with something. There you go. That's okay. I'm okay with sacrificing the goblins. That's kind of what they're there for. That's kind of what I consider those goblins for. Oop, I got my red dragon. You know what? I will. Let's go ahead and throw it out. Why not? We'll auto pay that with our treasure. And go ahead and hit them for 4. Unless they have something to deal with it. Ah! And they out. They out. Why are you going to dip out, man? Come on. Play it to the end. Play it to the end. Yep. Well, that's the first W. There's our first W of the stream. So we can certainly put that one in the books if nothing else, right? So got a little something there. What do we got on the store? Let me go check the store here real fast because I see that we got some new stuff inside the store. What's our daily deals? So we get some looks like some grass themed stuff here. I say grass like I'm talking about Pokemon. Forest themed stuff here, which is cool. I like that card back, but I'm not a fan of the forest theme. I'd much rather play like the dark or the red or the mountains, the swamp or the mountains. That's just my personal feeling. So what I want to do, because I had a really good time playing it last night, before we end the night, I'm going to go in and I'm going to play at one of these mixed up sealed events. It's only 100 to play. It was really fun. I want to play another hand though, and this time let's play. You know what? Let's stick with our D&D red since we had some good luck with that, and maybe in the next hand or two we'll flip over to the dark deck, to the black deck. They're killing me with googly eyes. I love it. I love it. I love that they've done that. And again, I can only assume that that's Maybe it's the April Fool's thing, or maybe it's just because of that mix-up thing that they got going on, but I really dig it. Let's see. So we got 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 3. We got 3 on the board. Sure, we'll keep that. Why not? Got to greet our opponent as always. Come here, you. Hello. Right. Okay. Let's see what we get here. I'm really digging my Zariel, Archduke of Avernus. It's a really strong card to have in the hand. But and rightfully so. As soon as I throw it on the board, they start going after it. It just comes an instant target as soon as it hits the board. Ooh, what are you doing to me? Target opponent reveals their hand. Oh no! You may choose a non-land card from it. If you do, that player discards that card. If you don't, put 2 1/1 counters. You know, I can deny it if I want to. They actually went into my hand and pulled crap out. Now they've seen everything that I have, but does that change anything? We'll see. We will see. All right. Yeah, we'll go all in. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Ah! And they dipped out. This deck is not that intimidating. Come on, man. They dipped out again. Another one dipped out. So that's W number 2. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm getting the W's, but whatever. So what do we win here? We win the Unnatural Moonrise Sorcery. It becomes night until the end of turn. Target creature gets 1/0 and gains trample. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Okay. I don't know if it's anything that I would put in my decks directly, but all right. So I want to play to win, man. Come on, let's try that again. So that's 2 dip outs. We don't need dip outs, man. We need to play. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Oop, I guess I didn't even look. Okay, that's fine. I'll see what I got in my hand there. All right. All right, let's see what we get here. See how this round goes. Looks like this guy's playing because he's talking to me. Hopefully he doesn't dip out like the others have. All right. Ooh, we get a Burning Hands. Or once nope. We don't want Wish yet. Let's go ahead and take care of that guy. Boom. They get to draw a card, but that's all right. Okay. Thinking hard on their next move over there. All right. Let's see. Hulking Bolt Bearer with a haste and a 3/3. Let's go. Oh, I guess I should have equipped him, huh? That's all right. Well, I think I just got it, though. That's all right. Let's go ahead and hook them up. Why not? Okay. In our next hand, we're going to go on over to the mix-up, I think. Once we finish this up, let's see what we got. A 3. Nah, shucks. That's okay. He'll take care of that. And let's go here. Now with this Wish card, I love this Wish. This is I have the physical card, and with the Wish card, I get to go into my sideboard. I love it. So I can basically go in to my sideboard and grab any of the 7 cards that I have placed there. Boom. It's a great, great little card. Right. Okay, we got our barbarian class to come out. What do we got here? Let's go ahead and deal with this. I won't get my full benefit out of it, though. We'll wait on that, I think. Yeah, let's go ahead and put our barbarian class out. This barbarian class, unfortunately, doesn't do a whole lot for me because it's whenever you roll one or more dice. I guess, let me see if I get something with dice out. Let's see. So these guys would deal with anything he's got on the board, our opponent has on the board there. Target a creature I control. We'll put that 3 and 3. And we'll go all in. And our hulking bugbear is going to do some damage too. Ooh, decline. Oh. Can I do anything? Yeah, let's just take care of this guy. Let's get him off the board so he doesn't cause us any more trouble. All right. No, we don't want to do that. Just end turn from there. Ooh, got these vehicles out. They're obviously playing from Kamigawa. Ooh. For anyone who stopped by the stream on Wednesday night, let me see what I got here. Now we'll hold on to you. I need to get something on the board. What do I got here? 5. Trying to think of what I got out in my sideboard. I got a few things that would be helpful right now. Let's wait on the sideboard. But let's go ahead and do this. But I don't have any dice to roll, so whatever. That's not going to do anything. I could pull one of you down, but I'm going to wait. And I think I'm going to wait on the creatures you control have haste. And we'll go next from there. And I will destroy anything he blocks with. And we'll deal 1 damage. Come on. Come on. It's okay. It'll take him out too. That's fine. That's not that big of a deal. Who's, Planeswalker. How quickly the tables can turn on us. That's all right. What do I want to do? Let's. They don't have anything powerful enough to worry about taking off the board here. So let's go ahead and pull Wish down. What can we get? Let's see. I can't get my Inferno. I really want my Inferno. 3/2. Let's pull Zariel. Okay. And we'll pull our 1/1 Devil down. All right. And no attack. Because every time this guy blocks, he'll do damage to the player. They'll do 1 damage to anything that comes on the board. Well, really any target. Any target. I hate that they pull these guys back because I could use Price of Loyalty to go get it. I'm going to take them out early. That's okay. Kaboom. Boy, they just got a lot of stuff on the board quickly, though. That's not good, because I have nothing sitting on the board right now. Ah! Alright, so... Shucks. This is the only thing they have worth taking right now. What do I want to do? Oh, I got tough all of a sudden, didn't it? I guess we'll take this guy. Why not? And you know what? If he blocks with it, then he loses that one. I hope he does block. Let's go. What are you gonna do? You gonna block your own creature? Okay. Auto pay, I get a card. Ah, give me something good.
Keep working.
Alright, alright. Quit showing off. Yikes, that's gonna hurt. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, I thought he got me. But I have nothing on the board right now. And it throws me a... let's see. Do they have an artifact out anywhere? Yeah, let's get rid of one of those stupid things. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. Man, that's what's been wearing me out, is those things, those vehicles. This technology in the Kamigawa, it really blows my mind. There's some crazy stuff going on in there. Decline. I don't want that. I don't want to sacrifice my dagger. Man, those vehicles are killing me. Killing me. All right, we got a GG. I'm out. That was a good game, but I'm not gonna dip out of the game. I refuse to dip out of the game. I can't stand it when people do it to me, so I don't want to do it to anybody else. That technology coming out of Kamigawa, like I said, that just blows my... You know, I might play my Kamigawa deck next. I do have a Kamigawa deck. It's a Kamigawa mono black. You know, and I want to get better with it. I'm not as good with it as I mean, I didn't prove it, but I'm not as good with it as I am with this Dungeons and Dragons deck. But I think if I play it more, I might get the hang of it a little bit better. So let's actually, okay, so let's switch over to just for giggles, let's switch over to the Kamigawa Black, and it's in standard play. So let's keep it standard. We will go from there. Let's see how this does. So It's like I said, it's a mono. It's a mono black. It's a mono black. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4. It's not too awful bad, I don't think. Okay, we'll keep those. Greet our opponent as always, and let's throw some swamp out. I love the little critters over here. They're great. Little Shiba Inu. I lost my shirt on Shiba Inu, the cryptocurrency. I'll never do that again, but it is what it is. That's what I get. All right. We'll go ahead and put out our flying little critter here, Inkrise Infiltrator. Okay. What are they gonna do? That reminds me. I want to talk about a couple of packs that I have here. A couple of decks that I have here. All right, what do we get here? So we got a 2 and 2 out on the board. Let's be sure we can deal with that 2 and 2. It's just a 1 and 0. Discards 2 cards. Okay, so let's go with the Unforgiven one. And the Unforgiven one has Menace. But even though I lost my shirt with Shiba Inu cryptocurrency, does not mean that Shiba Inus are not pretty dogs, because they are. They absolutely are. Oh no. No, because I'll lose it. Okay, that's fine. Gain 1 life, absolutely. And let's see, we got a 1 and 4, discard 2 cards, and a 3 and 2. Yeah, let's go with our life link here. Oh, I gotta pay for that? Oh, it wasn't ready yet. Okay, I didn't notice I didn't have enough mana out. All in. Let's go. Get whining, puppy. You're breaking my heart. What was that? What was that they just put out there? Oh no! Oh no! I know that card. I'll talk about why I know that card in a minute. Now we can pull that lifelink. Yeah, all attack. Let's go. All in. It looks like they are playing. It looks like. I think I know what. I think I know what they're playing here. Two and two. Do I got enough to do 2 and 2? Got enough to do 2? Auto pay. Can I get rid of it? Oh, I didn't get rid of it. Is that more than 2? It's 2. It's interesting. Stinking vampire. Come on in. Ooh, yeah. Sacrifice creature. I'll get rid of you. You got to get rid of something. What you gonna do? There you go. And then we'll do the +1. We'll do that on our flying critter there, and give it life link. Pow, pow, pow! There's a W. Oh, the puppy, the puppy. Are you breaking my heart, puppy? Sorry, but I gotta win. That's the point. Alrighty. Okay, so let me talk about a couple of decks I got here. And the googly eyes are just driving me nuts, man. I love the googly eyes. Okay, so Rough and Tumble and Sneak Attack. So I walked into my local department store recently, my local big box retail store, and I was looking at the card section, and over at the card section, I noticed that they, of course, there's all kind of cards over there, but what they had was a Magic the Gathering Arena starter deck, and I said, that's interesting. So starter pack. So I picked it up and looked at it. So basically, you get two. Let me rephrase that. 2 full, ready to play physical decks, right? Physical card decks, as well as a code that allows you to. It's like a redeem code. You put it into Wizards of the Coast website, and it allows you to redeem this Rough and Tumble pack and the Sneak Attack, right? So there's nothing special about the decks. They're not like, they don't have a bunch of like mythic rares in them or anything crazy like that. I don't even know what expansion pack they're from. It's kind of like all over the place because I kind of looked at them after I put it in, and it just looks like it's just from different. There's some from Dungeons and Dragons, or some from just some of the older stuff that's out there, Strixhaven and all that kind of stuff. So it looks like it was just all over the place. There's just a mixture of things. The decks themselves are not that bad, for what they are to be standard decks. They're actually competitive decks. But the cooler thing is that not only did it give you a code for one, when you put that code in, you get both of these decks right here inside of the game, but it gives you an opportunity to activate it a second time. So you and a friend. So basically, it's 4 codes inside of the one for the one code that you input. $7, y'all. $7 is all this costs to have these 2 decks that are actually very competitive decks. I mean, they're not the best in the world, but you can get in and you can play with them and actually compete. So let's actually play with one, and I'm going to show you how it can go. So they're not bad. They're not bad especially for $7. You get 2 physical packs, and more importantly, not only does it come with the 2 physical packs, so you get 120 cards, y'all. 120 cards for $7 with 2 activation codes, and you get card boxes too. Now they're the little flimsy paper card boxes, but shoot, they work. I wish I had it here in front of me. I'd have to leave the room to go get it, but it works. It's. I couldn't believe I only paid $7 for it, right? So it was a happy find, right? So anyway, so let's play one. And just kind of show you what it will do. So let's do the Rough and Tumble. This seems to be the most. I like the Sneak Attack, but it seems like since I've been playing it, I've been having more luck with the Rough and Tumble pack. So let's just play that and just see how it goes. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So I would highly recommend if for somebody like me who's wanting to not only play more Magic the Gathering, but wants to get into the physical play as well, highly recommend it, because it gives you 2 decks so you can play with someone, you know what I mean, and 2 different decks so you can play with someone. Let's see what we get here. So we get a Evolving Whims, a Swamp, and a Forest, and we've got that, and we'll just keep that because that looks like it's not too bad. but it looked like the person that I was playing prior, the opponent that I was playing prior, it looks like they were playing this very same deck. And of course, as you get more cards, you can go in and you can, adjust it and stuff like that if you want to. Let's see, what do I got more of here? Which cheapest? Looks like my force decks are cheapest, but I really like this Evolving Winds card because it lets you go in and choose. It lets you go into your deck and pull out any the land cards that you want. Did I greet my opponent? I can't remember. Let's do it again, just in case I didn't. Let's see. So let's go ahead, and the Evolving Winds is pretty cool. Now that's the black card. That's like the special card. I actually won that recently in like one of my challenges. But we have activated, and then we go in, and then what do I want to get? I want to get. Let's get another force card. It does come in tapped, but still, I mean, you still get the card, so not that big of a deal. Not that big of a deal. I'm so digging the googly eyes. This is great. I love to see it. All right, so let's. All right, so we can go ahead. The cool thing about this card right here, I mean, again, nothing. The deck itself is nothing special, but it does come with a couple of foil cards, and this is one of the foil cards that I got. Whenever you cast a spell, it gives you a 1/1 counter every time that you cast a spell. So that actually can be a pretty powerful card. Whenever you cast or copy an instant or sorcery spell, put a 1/1 counter on Dragon's Guard Elite. And this guy right here is cool. So it gives a 3/3 counter unless it was kicked, and you get a 5/5 counter. And then because it's sorcery, I'm about to get buffed up pretty heavy here. Got buffed up to 6/6, so that's actually a pretty tough card. And then we'll go ahead and all attack. Boom. That's a tough card. Well, when it's combined with that, it's a tough card. And that's what I'm saying. The deck that came inside of that starter, the two decks that came inside of that. They just locked me down. Those two decks that came inside of there. I mean, they're not bad for $7. If you're somebody who wants to get into playing, go get one of those packs, man. One of the Magic the Gathering Arena starter decks. Go to your local retail store, big box retail store, like your Targets or Walmarts or whatever it is that's in your local area. Now, the bad part is I have nothing on the board right now. Ooh, I can put this guy out. Yeah, it's got flying and trample. But if this card is the one I think it is, pay 3 life, return Cleaving Reaper from your graveyard. Okay, you just pull it back in from your graveyard, and you can pay 3 life to pull it back in. We'll see what they're going to do. What do you got? What do you got? Alright, what's Oblivion's Hunger do? Target creature you control gains indestructible. To end a turn, draw a card. The creature has a 1/1 counter on it. Let's do that. Indestructible. And then I should... Oh, and then I get buffed up, but it doesn't matter there because I can't use it for anything. Dadgummit, because they got it locked down. And then we will go ahead and... Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. I'm not worried about that right now. Let's go ahead and pull out this vampire. This vampire is going to knock off a couple of points, give me a couple of points, hit points, health points. Okay, there we are. Go ahead and bop them. They're looking at my guy right here. I'm wondering if they have something to deal with it in their hand right now. Possibly. I see they got some vehicles over here too. Yep, I'll attack. Let's go. It's another 5 unless they might. Well, that's flying though. Oh, that's a flying. That's a flyer too. But I would take it if they pulled it out. I would if they blocked it. It's indestructible. I've got indestructible on Cleaving Reaper right now. So there's really, even if they pulled it out to block, it wouldn't. Okay, but still, I'm indestructible, so that shouldn't matter. Oh, oops. I guess they didn't mean to do that. Can I? Oh! Ah, they locked him down. Okay, that's okay. Okay, what do they got for me here? Let's see. Do I want to take 6? No. Well, still early in the game. Let them come on in. Let's say Rabid Bite. So let's do this. Target a creature I control. Target a creature I don't control. Right, took them off the board. Should have took that one off. And then, yeah. One attack. Let's go. Because if he blocks, he'll lose it. There we are. And then I got a blocker for this guy. Let's see what they put out. But they do have these vehicles out. They got a 6 and 6 vehicle out there. I don't like those vehicles. Those things are tough to deal with. Still not too bad, I don't guess, unless they use the 2 blockers to block them. They're wanting to pull the vehicle out. Nah, dadgummit. Ah, I hate those things. Oh no, please. Oh boy. Okay. Gonna have to use that guy to block. That's okay. Alright, so let's see what we get here. Okay, cool. Alright, I get my 3 and 3. Ooh, 5 and 5, actually. Very good. Ooh. They got a blocker, though. Man, I can't deal with that blocker. No. Shoot. They did take him off the board, though. They'll hit me for... It'll lead. Oh, they got those vehicles. Yuck. See, they got me. They got me. That's okay, but the point to playing that deck is that you can, as you can see, it's a competitive deck. You can stand up. I mean, it holds its own against even strong decks like that, because that was obviously a Kamigawa deck. But it stands up, for $7. Two physical decks, and a code that lets you activate it on 2 different accounts. So I can't say enough about that. Okay, so I said that I wanted to go up and play one of these mixed ups, this mixed up sealed event, because there's only 100 to play, and it's fun. So let's do it. Let's do it. So let's go ahead and open our packs. So the way this works is that they give you 6 sealed packs. You don't get to keep them, unfortunately. And then you go in and build your decks based off of those 6 sealed packs that they give to you, right? So you get to go in and build your deck from there. I played it last night, and I went through all 3 rounds. I won 1, I lost 1. Somebody dipped out, and then so that gave me 2 wins, and then I won my 3rd one. So I actually had pretty good luck with it last night. So let's go see. So what I did was I did a swamp and a mountain, and I just chose some random crap. I didn't even look at what I chose, and I wound up having luck with it. So what I want to do is I want to look a little bit closer this time, to see what I'm actually putting into my hand. No sense in really choosing anything else from there. So let's go choose an online card from any player discards that card. Afflict. What does afflict mean? Whenever this creature becomes blocked, defending player loses 1 life. Okay, it's not too bad. So let's put you in, and let's put aim for the head. No, wait. Each opponent loses 2 life, and you gain 2 life. Yeah, I like that. Until the end of turn, creature gets 1/1 counter. In the battlefield is your choice of 2 different counters. Among Menace, Death Touch. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Return a creature from your graveyard. Turn target creature to their hand. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an online card from it. Let's see. Enchant. Control. Let's see. Choose target creature. You lose 2 life. Now, we don't want none of that. Destroy target creature. Yes, absolutely. When Skeleton Archer enters. Alright, so. And I want to put some red in there too. Some mountains in there. When Skeleton Archer enters the battlefield, deal 1 damage to any target. Shoot, yeah. We need a flyer. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, so we're almost done with going through our swamp types here. We want a flyer. Exile up to 3 target cards from a single graveyard. Death Touch. Ooh, look at that. It's expensive. 4, 5, 6. Reveal Tazimok, Primal Death from your hand. Put a prey counter on target creature. Activate only during your turn. When Tazimok enters the battlefield, destroy each creature your opponent controls with a prey counter on it. That's a little too situational. I don't know about that. An additional cost to cast a spell. You may exile a number of black cards from your hand. The spell costs 2 less to cast for each exile this way. March of Wretched Sorrow deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, and you gain X life. Sure. All right. Okay, so let's see what we have in here. Create a 1/1 dinosaur creature. These are new. I have never seen these cards that have the split in the middle of them here. So Boulder Dash, Instant Adventure. Target creature gets 2/0 until end of turn. Rimrock Knight can't block. Oh, Kicking the Door. I know what Kicking the Door does. I have that in my D&D deck. So let's put one of you in. Sure. Deal 2 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Yes. Deals 1 damage to target creature that creature can't block this turn. Target creature gets 3 and 0. See, target creature gets 3 and 1. Sure. Haste. Yeah. Wizard Lightning deals 3 damage to any target. Absolutely. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, deals 1 damage to each opponent. They bound. Let's see. It's a land card. What's so special about that? Oh, you can do green on it. I'm not worried about that. Tapped. Okay. Alright, so got 10 more cards to pop into the deck there. So let's say until the end of the target teacher dies, it will tap with a 1/1 counter on it. Until end of turn, target creature gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it. See, target player reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it with 2 of the player discards a card. Exile target zombie. Target opponent exiles 2 cards from their hand. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. When this creature dies, now let's see. An enchanted permanent dies, or put it into the battlefield under your control. Choose one. The player discards that card. It's not a bad card to have, I don't guess. And enters the battlefield. Ooh, yeah, I didn't see that before. Let's say you lose 2 life. We don't want anything that's going to take life from us. Exile 3 cards from a single graveyard. Let's see. Enchanted land. Target creature gains trample and haste until the end of the turn. Cycling. What does cycling mean? You may pay the cycling cost to discard this card and draw a card. Nah, well. 2 and 2, yeah. Certainly. Let's see. Sacrifice a goblin. Target hit trigger is 3 and 0. I need something with more attack. Whenever you can. Okay, so let's do that because that's got some attack. Brazen Dwarf has some attack on it. How are we looking? Get 5 more cards. Let's see. Put First Strike on it. When enchanted permanent dies, let's see, until the end of till end of turn, target creature. I think I'm going to put that in. Until end of turn, target creature gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it. Yeah, I think I like that. We'll do this recover as well. Pull a creature out of our graveyard. These cards are not as strong as what I had last night. Deal 1 damage to target creature. That creature can't block this turn. Can't block this turn. Okay. Let's see. Target creature is 3 and 0 and gains First Strike. Sure. Let's see. Anything else with some attack on it? This guy right here. Sure. Alright, we'll put that one in. And then target creature reveals her hand. You choose a non-land card. Last one. What do we want to do? Yeah, it's just a 1/1 though. Creature with haste and a 1/1 human soldier creature token. I mean, that'd be good for... Yeah, okay. Let's do this guy. Rimrock Knight. Okay. All right, let's see how this does. All right, so we'll go with this one. We'll try this deck, and if we don't have any luck, maybe we'll slip over. And the cool thing about this is you can rebuild, so you can play until you get basically play until you get 3 losses, right? So if the first deck doesn't seem like it's doing too good, maybe we can rebuild from there, and you can rebuild in between, so it's no big deal. All right, so let's play, and let's see how we do. Okay, the cool thing about this is, ooh, I need some more land. Yeah, let's see. 2, that's 6, that's 1, that's 2, and that's 4. Okay, sure. We'll see how we do here. Cool little battlefield here. I've never seen this one before. It's kind of nice looking. Got their little critter over here. Like the mana colors on for the banners. It's neat. Okay. Yep, come on out. Land. Deal 2 damage. We'll pass. We'll see if we can get our full benefit out of it. I'm not worried about a 1. He is flying though. I might want to go ahead and take that guy out. Okay. Okay, sure. We'll go ahead and take this guy out. I don't like the flyer. Wait, what? I gotta sacrifice an artifact? That spell you may sacrifice an artifact. Both sure deals both sure deals 4 damage instead. I don't want to sacrifice an artifact. Okay, there we go. I just hit the wrong button. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, cool. And we can put this cat out. Person, well, doesn't really work on defense. Can I pull my dwarf out? Yeah, I can pull my dwarf out for some defense. All right. Looks like they went the blue route, the island route, where I did the swamp and fire route. Swamp and mountain, excuse me. Swamp and mountain route. Thinking hard about that next move over there. Right. Let's see. What do we got most of down here? Let's go ahead and get this out. Yeah. Vampire Opportunist. Ah, shucks. That's alright. Okay, cool. Target creature gets 2-0 until the end of turn. All attack. All in. Let's go. Cast a creature from exile for later from exile. Okay. Ooh, I can go ahead and pull this guy out already? No way. It's saying I can pull it out, but I don't have that much land out. Okay, what is a prey counter? I'm not familiar with what a prey counter is. Okay, I don't know what that just did to him, but I just did something to him. Okay. Throw this guy back out. I guess I can throw him back out, right? can't block, which that's okay. What does prey counter do? Oh, I guess it's for this guy. The battlefield destroy each creature opponents with. Oh, I see. So when I am able to throw this guy out, it's going to put a prey counter. I gotcha. All right, it's just a matter of getting enough to use them. That's kind of it's actually kind of a neat card. If you can never get enough mana to use it. So basically, if I drop this guy out on the board, it's going to wipe out everything that's got one of these 1/1 counters on it. Why didn't I blow that guy up? Oh, did he block me with something else? Must have. This guy out yet? Yeah, that should wipe these guys out. If I'm reading that card right, it's going to wipe these guys out as soon as he hits the battlefield. Yeah, I like that card. That card's cool, man. Shoot, yeah. I can dig it. And it's got a 6/6 with Death Touch. Wow, that is a tough card. I got to look for that in my decks. To put in my decks, man. Oh, and he left. There's a W. There's our first W. Wow. Okay. That's shoot, yeah. I love it. That's a good card. I think we just built a pretty good deck here. Right on. There's our first W. Get a Bloodski Berserker. Okay. Claim that prize. All right, so let's see if we can get win number 2. If we could get that card going again, get that card ramped up and going, man, that's a cool card. I dig it. One, okay, sure. Yeah, alright, we'll keep that. Hey, I've never seen that little animal before. Little critter over there. Let's see, what do I got at most of? It looks like I got mostly swamps out there. Ooh, they put that defender down. Until end of turn, target creature gains. When this creature dies, return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control with a 1/1 counter on it. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Why is it fussing it? This creature must attack if able. Okay, that's fine. They're going to block it, but I'll get them back. Let's see. Wizard's Lightning deals 3 damage to any target. I can blow this guy up, but I could get through that defender because he probably wouldn't block if I knocked him like that. I've only got 1. You gain X life. Select any number of black cards to exile. I don't want that. What am I exiling cards for? I don't want to exile cards. Oops. Okay. I don't want to exile my cards. Come on now. Not right now. If I had something that wasn't... I want this card to come out. So I don't want to exile that one. If I get something that's not... This kind of... we won't deal with it. I just put a lot of stuff down, though. Jeez, come on. Okay! I gotta click that thing so many times. Alright. So we'll put you out. So 1 and 1. Let's get rid of that guy. Yeah. And then boom, boom, boom. I gotta attack with it, which is fun. Stay down. Let's see. I've only got one. I don't have anything to discard, do I? Oh, I can discard something from up here. Get out of here, man. I don't have enough. Alright. I got something for that defender. Alright. 3, 2. Yeah, I'll attack. Let's go. Could go over here. Sure, let's come over here. Let's attack the Planeswalker. Okay. Three dinosaurs with trample. Gross. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this. Do I have enough? 4, 5. Do I got it? I got enough. Auto pay. Get rid of it. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Let's go there first. Right. Ah, stupid flyers. That's all I got? Come on. I need something. Give me something better than that now. I gotta get rid of this wall. Or get a flyer down, one or the other. I got the dwarf. No, not a whole lot of help. Not a whole lot of help. Ah, come on. Oh, come on. Give me something better than that. I need something better than that. Let's see. Kaboom, kaboom. Alright, you're going to lose that, so that's good. Yeah, maybe not. Hey! Hey, you got a new follower. Got a new follower. Let's see. Though seizure turn 1. Alright. Thought seizure seize turn 1. Thought seize turn 1. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate you stopping by and for the follow too. I hope I'm saying your username right. I certainly do appreciate you stopping by. Hope you're doing well this Friday evening. Let's see. So we got put a 1/1 counter on a target creature. That creature gains haste until the end of turn and can't be blocked by walls. Can't be blocked by walls. Shoot, yeah. Thank you. That's what I needed right there. And let's go on into the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Fandelver is actually my more favorite dungeon, but I need to get some. I can do something. We need to do something here. Kind of give me a hard time. Finally, did some damage to him. This has been kind of an intense game. There's a lot of back and forth here. I like them like this, though. The ones that blow out one way or the other, those are no fun. Let's see. Whenever you cast a non-creature, day bound. All right. So... but I did lose. It was just for that one turn. Got a 4/4 now, though. I'm wanting to hold this zombie for defense if they start attacking on me. But I can't get through that dag-nabbit wall. The wall is getting on my nerves. I need to find something to deal with this wall. I need to find some boost. Yeah, what are you going to do for me here, Rimrock Knight? Can't block, but it does. Target creature gets 2/0 until end of turn. It still doesn't do anything for my... Yeah, actually... Yeah. All right. Maybe we're gonna make some progress here. Even though he can't block, so boom, boom, boom. What do you got? What do you got for me? If you block, you're gonna start losing stuff now, dadgummit. It's time. Let's do it. Thank you. Let's go. Let's go. Whoa! Wait a minute! What the heck just happened? How? What? You have got to be kidding me! At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 13 cards in your hand, you win the game? How? Mind blown. Wow. I don't even know what to say about that. That is unreal. How? I mean, all I can do is GG it. I mean, because it's a card, but wow. You have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of your upkeep, if you have exactly 13 cards in your hand, you win the game. And do they have 13 cards in their hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm only counting 11. How did they have 13 cards in their hand? 12. No, that was me. I'm trying to find their third. Oh, it's up here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Wow. That's what they were. Okay. What a card. I mean, I wish I would have known that was coming. Jeez. All right. Next play. Woo. Goodness gracious. I didn't even know that card existed. I didn't even know that was a thing. I assume all these packs that come from this sealed event. I assume they're coming from. Well, they're coming from all over the place. I know they're coming from all over the place. It's kind of like I mean, because I've seen some from Dungeons and Dragons. I think that's kind of what the. I think that's kind of what the premise of the event is that, let's see what we get here. So Grim Bounty, and there's that guy. That's cool. And then, but he's really expensive. I don't know, because this is the only card I have in my hand that does any type of damage. I'm gonna mulligan that. I'm not crazy about that hand, and this one's no better. Yeah, it's a little better. Okay, we'll keep this one. And then let's shucks. I guess maybe let's get rid of one of these swamp cards. Whoops, swamp card. There we go. I don't know if this hand's going to be any better. Okay, let's see what we do here. I'm still dead. That card just absolutely blew my mind. I mean, that is a wow. If you have exactly 13 cards in your hand, you automatically win the game. How is that even a legal card? Why? Okay, so you have to have 7 lands in order to lose a life and gain 2 life. Okay. This event's kind of cool because it does balance, because the players, unless they just happen to own, I mean, I'm familiar with a couple of cards that's here because I happen to have them in my in some of my decks, but unless you know you're just really up to all the cards that are out there. Let's see, that's a 2, deal 2 damage. All right, cool. We want to get this guy, and we want to submit 0. Let's get rid of that unless you got something to counter it. But yeah, so unless the players are just really up to speed with the card database and know what all the card, I countered it. I could, let's see, target creature grants hexproof until the end of turn. Tap target creature. What's it doing to me? Oh, it went hexproof. Okay. Fine. Let's go into Mad Mage. And we got a 3 and 2. All attack. You block, you're going to lose it. You know you're going to lose it, right? Oh, changed your mind, didn't you? Okay. Yeah, that's how we get 3 and 0. I can bump him to 3. Destroy target creature. Sure. Let's get rid of this guy. I don't have enough. Why are you telling me I can? Oh, I couldn't. Okay, you're not telling me I can. I just didn't look at it properly. There we are. Got a 6 and 2. All in. Bow. I'm really digging this arena, man. This is a really cool arena. I didn't notice this the last time. Maybe that, and I played it on my iPad whenever I played this event last night. And maybe I just didn't see all these different elements on the screen. So yeah, they're kind of blowing in the wind and all kind of cool stuff down there. So it's really neat. It's kind of like a gladiator type of arena. What are you? He's looking at my graveyard for some reason. Trying to pull stuff out of my graveyard, which I really don't have much in my graveyard to pull out. Ah, no! That was not cool. Wizard Lightning deals 3 damage to any target. Won't get rid of that, will it? Thank you. Now, is this for just a turn? Okay, so it's just for the untap step. Okay, I should get it back here in just a minute. Hopefully. Hopefully. No? Get. Ooh, I can go get something out of my graveyard, too. You countered it? I thought it was just a destroy. How did they counter it? That's interesting. What did they throw to counter it? Ah, this is starting to go the wrong way for me. Okay. Oh. 4 or 5. I don't have enough. I don't have enough for either one of those. That's no good. That is no good. Come on, man. And this guy, and I don't have anything to break that enchantment. Dang it. The only thing I had on the board, I might have to block with them. Oh, they boosted him to 6. Ah, jeez. Dadgummit. That was a good game, though. They played that hand well. As to what I was saying, you know, it's you know, the opponent, unless they just really know the card database and know all the cards that are out there, this kind of balances the playing field, you know, because you know the decks that you play against in the 1v1, you're at mercy of what the other opponent has in their deck. Even though you are still here, the opponent doesn't really know how to play it because this is like the first time they're playing these cards, right? So it does make for more of a level set matchup to someone new to the game, fairly new to the game like myself, up against someone who may have been playing for years and years. So I'm really digging this. I hope they do this more. I'll pay that 100 coin to get into it because that's cheap compared to like their draft and stuff like that. So yeah, I'll pay that 100 coin to get into this little event anytime. You know, I'm at 2 losses right now, but I'm at 2 wins as well. So need one more. Need one more to finish it out. But I feel like this is a pretty decently strong deck. I just think I caught a bad run of cards that last hand. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that was a good card. Yeah, so we'll keep those. Greet our opponent, as always. And, alright. Enters the battlefield. Proliferate? What does proliferate mean? Choose any number of opponents. Players give each other a counter of any kind. It's already there. Okay. It wants me to use this card, but I don't have near enough to make it effective yet. I don't think. Wait. Because you may exile any number. Okay. I guess I don't have enough mana to use it yet. That's fine. What does it say? Additional cost of the spell, you may exile any number of black cards from your hand. The spell costs 2 less to cast for each card exiled this way. Martial direction, deal X damage to target creature for planeswalker. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, that's fine. I would have to exile one of my black tokens, and I'm not, or one of my black creatures, and I'm not ready to do that yet. Okay. My turn. All right. We're gonna get here. Oh, cool. Battlefield with your choice. 2 different counters. Yeah, we want Death Touch. Death Touch, Lifelink, Menace. Oof. Which one do I want? Yeah, let's go Death Touch. Oh, and Lifelink. Yeah. That's a cool card. Grim Dancer. And you get to experience some different cards, too, that you wouldn't normally see. Deal 3 damage. Let's get rid of this guy. And... all attack. What? Get 7 and 7? How? Oh my gosh. I only got 1 card to exile, so that wouldn't matter right there. Wow. Okay. Jeez. Alright, what a cool card. Ouch. Oh, come on. I should only have to click pass once, Wizards of the Coast. That's aggravating, in my opinion. Afflict. Let's see. One damage to any player, Planewalker. Let's see. Nothing's really going to matter there, so let's hit them. Looks like they're trying to get rid of it. Why can I not put this guy out? I should be able to pull him on next turn. All right, all right. There you are. No blocks. Come on. All right, so I'll be able to hit him next turn. They're able to go into their top 3 cards of their deck and pull stuff out. And they said, oops, they must have pulled something out they didn't want. All right, so okay, so what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't have any black cards to. Ooh, I can get rid of them here. I forgot I can do that. Auto pay. Hey, dadgummit. Hey, no. Oh, it says when it becomes blocked. And whenever this creature becomes blocked, defending player loses 1 life. But I will lose it if I do. No, let's not do that yet. Come on in. Hey! Ah, come on. It's a 5 and 5. They're scrying too as well. Okay. Let's see, they got a 5 and 5 down. I can't when it becomes blocked. Okay, let's go all in. Because they're going to lose 1 life regardless. I'm sure he's going to block it. He's blocking my 3 and 3. Probably shouldn't have done that. I probably should have just went in with 1. Because I would have hit him for 2 regardless. And I did still hit him for 2, but what did he just get here? 1 and 0. Okay, it's just an artifact. 1 and 0. While they're making their last move, I'm going to go ahead and remove the card pack from this unnecessary cardboard. So we'll be opening that here momentarily. 15 card draft booster. And hopefully I don't cut my finger off in the process. There. That would be bad. Oh, let's see. Oops, let go. What are you doing here? All right, just. Oh, I can't block that guy, can I? All right. Yikes! It takes me down to 3. And they just keep pulling creatures out. All right. Let's see. What do we got here? And go all in. Looks like all attack. Let's go. but they're tapped. That's a 3. Good game. That's a GG, and that's the last loss of my round there. That's the last loss of the tournament. That's okay. That was fun. I enjoy playing that. That's a really, really cool little event to play, even though I just lost 2 in a row. 1-1, lost 2. I can't complain about that too much. What did I win here? I just won some coin, which I can't complain about winning some coin. Because that's always cool to win that. Now I've got something else. Something I'm gonna do. Earn a new deck tomorrow. Oh, I missed my time. I guess you have a certain time frame you have to do this, because I didn't play this, and I didn't get it, I don't think. Anyway, so and the jump in, I've got these new things called jump in tokens, and it lets you play this event right here. So I will do that eventually. But what I'm going to do right now, because that's probably about as good as time as any to wrap it up, it's supper time. That's what they call it in my neck of the woods when it's time to go eat. But before I wrap up here, we're going to do one quick thing. I'm going to open this guy up. I've been excited to open this guy up. I'm going to go ahead and dig into this pack and see what we got. Let's see what we can add. See if we got anything cool to add to the Dungeons and Dragons decks. Eventually, I'll start purchasing some Kamigawa, I think. Actually, before I do that, I'm probably gonna wait for the Baldur's Gate to come out. I think I would much rather have the Dungeons and Dragons stuff than I would the Kamigawa. It's just what I think I would like more. All right, so the first card here. Oh, let me actually flip over to the bigger screen here. Let's go to here we are. All right, so let's flip over to the bigger screen. And what we have here is our first card. Let me back up a little bit because my camera's trash and it will go out of focus. We have the Scion of Stygia. Scion of Stygia. And then we have the Gloom Stalker. And then we have the Zombie Ogre. And then we have the Eltugard Ranger. And then we have the Faradeli's Fireball, which is cool. I think I've seen that card. The Secret Door, which is an island type. And then we have a You Come to a Knoll Camp. Got another one of those. I already have one of those. And then we have Bulette, which is a forest type. That looks new. The Clattering Skeletons, which is a dark type. Swamp type, black type. You Find a Cursed Idol, which is another forest type. Then we get, this is a class, it's a Druid class card for the forest types. And then we get the Ray of Frost, the Ray and Frost enchantment, which is an island type. Then we get a Tiger Tribe Hunter, which is a mountain type. Tiger Tribe Hunter. That's kind of cool looking. Trample. And all kind of cool stuff on it. Got all kind of cool stuff of it. And then get an island type. The Greylax. I don't even want to attempt to pronounce this. The Greylax Illithid Scholar. Whatever that is. And then get a mountain land. A basic mountain land. And then finally, get a treasure token. Right on. Yes, you get a treasure token. Can never have enough of those in the physical decks, right? So cool. So not a bad open there. I guess with these booster packs, with these booster decks, you don't get any foils or anything like that, like you would over with the other. The draft boosters, you don't get any foils or anything like that, like you would with just the regular booster packs. The common booster. So anyway, so ladies and gentlemen, that does wrap us up this evening. I hope you had a good time this evening, because I certainly did. And I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. We'll be back on Sunday evening with Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. And then again, if you enjoyed Magic, I'm here doing Magic every Friday night for around this time, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight. We're in Daylight Time, EDT. Yeah, we're in EDT right now, Eastern Daylight Time. So hope you drop back by. And again, we'll be doing Pokemon on Sunday night with some Pokemon tournaments and things like that. So again, I hope you all had a fantastic time this evening. I certainly did. I can't complain anything about sitting around playing Magic the Gathering on a Friday night, hanging out with folks who enjoy watching Magic as well. So have a fantastic evening. Have a fantastic rest of your weekend. And remember, stay kind to one another and stay awesome.